baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Colorado Rockies taking on the Minnesota Twins. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Coming up on the first pitch and towing the slab in this one, Pablo Lopez.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Now it's the DH, Charlie Blackmon.
Colorado, the designated hitter, Charlie Blackmon.
The pitch. Here's the strike up high, and we are underway. Oh, 1 now. Just missed.
1-1.
In there. And so now 1-2. And another ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And Pablo Lopez will deliver. On the ground, out to short. Throw on to Santana. 1 out in the top of the first. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
1 out, base is empty. In the air, right field, and that is a foul ball. The pitch. The shortstop takes the ball. Line drive. Throws to second, and he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. A lot riding on this next at bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
Here's the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. That's in for a strike. That's a little bit low. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Anthony DeSclafani, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Harlan also getting ready. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. On the ground to third. Tosses across to first. That's the 2nd out.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Here's Chris Bryant now.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. That's inside. No score yet, but a runner at third with 2 away. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And the pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two outs. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Correa over to first. Ryan out on the play. Out number 3. So one left for Colorado. The Twins coming up, no score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back in Minnesota. And today's starting pitcher, German Marquez. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, the big thing is that the way he holds his curveball, it's more of a knuckle curve, and because of that, it's less predictable in terms of the break for the hitter. That makes it that much harder to hit this guy.
This is Willie Castro.
Leading up for the Twins, the designated hitter, Willie Castro.
The wind of the pitch. Line drive, base hit. And now the winning run is on base.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And here comes Carlos Correa. Just missed. And here it comes. That one hit to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One away.
Batting third, the third baseman.
Now the lineup for the Twins as constructed by Rocco Baldelli. And the key to victory for them here, get their starter some run support early.
Boog, if they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant he can be once he gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away. Jump out to a lead early, and a few runs is going to feel like 30.
Royce Lewis in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Marquez over to first. Castro back on a dive. Kicks and deals. And that one fouled off. Castro over at first with one away.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And he deals. Base hit center field. Lead runner touches second, heading for third. Here comes the throw, and he's safe. So it's first and third with one down.
Well, that at bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock. Now just one swing away from potentially walking this thing off.
Here's Byron Buxton. That one's in there, 0-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And the righty deals. Lifted in the air, out to left. He's under it. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. Throw, not in time, and they walk it off.
These can be tough at bats when you know you've got to get the ball in the air. At worst case scenario, that pitcher is going to try to tie you up, throw you up and in, but he did a good job pulling the hands through. Extension to put that ball deep enough out into the outfield to score that run and win this game.
1-0 the final for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious win.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Miami Marlins. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about to get underway. On the hill here today, Sandy Alcantara. What should we keep an eye on here?
He's a dominant pitcher, but he can get a little too relaxed second and third time through the order and miss his spots. That's where we see him get touched up. If he maintains the same intensity that he has in the first inning and the second inning, I think we'll see him hand the ball over to his closer.
Okay, all set to go. And here is Gleyber Torres. And that one fouled off. And fouled off. And 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
The pitch. Outside low. 2-2.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
That's ripped into the outfield. And a base hit right there. So a man on base to start the inning.
Base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Making a move at first, coming in as a pinch runner, Jason Dominguez. No outs, runner at first. Down the number 2 hitter, Juan Soto. This guy with light tower power.
No.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
They call this batter a gamer because he always seems to perform better when it matters most. Who doesn't want a guy like that on your team?
At the belt and fires. On the ground, could be 2. To second for 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Right side, hard hit. The throw to first. Judge out on the play. That's out number 3. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back here in Miami, and starting this one, Garrett Cole. And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Into center field, that'll fall for a hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Wastes no time there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now, Connor Norby. That's in there, and that's strike 1. Runner at first with no outs here.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The pitch stays alive. And the right-hander deals. Got him. 1 gone, bottom half of the first.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And now Jake Berger. There's the strike. And a pitch. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Lead runner around second. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Well, that at-bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it. Now with the winning run at third, they're looking for a ball to the outfield, but that inning-ending double play is in order.
Next to hit, Jesus Sanchez. Edwards on third. Berger over at first with 1 away. That one finds the zone. 0-2 now.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Definitely a strikeout situation right there, and he got it. You do not want him to put the ball in play and want to strand that runner at third. Now all he needs is 1 more out to get it. Doesn't have to be a strikeout this time, since now they're 2 outs.
Jonah Bride now at the plate. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Pitch misses, and the count is 1-2. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Tommy Canley, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Leiter getting loose as well. Two on, 2 outs. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
here at Lone Depot Park. All set for the start of the inning. And here is Anthony Rizzo. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
0-1's the count.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
The 0-1. And that's outside. And a pitch. Just missing there. It's 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 2-2. On the ground. Throws to first in time. Rizzo out of the play.
That is it. The designated hitter,
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Bounced up the middle. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a hit, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat, especially when you're playing extra innings.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. In there at the knees for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Number 83 getting ready to go. McCowan getting cranked up as well. Here comes a pitch. Little chopper rolls foul. Two outs. Outside low. And the count 1-2.
That's a really good take.
That one the other way. Fair ball. The run scores from third. On the board first, it's 1-0. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Anthony Volpe getting ready to hit. That one finds the zone. Going 1. And a pitch. The shortstop takes the ball. Almost got him.
2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The pitch. In the air, left field. Into the dive, and he got it.
One of the most fun and exciting things you can do as an outfielder. You lay out, you make a diving catch, and you end the inning. That gets the team fired up in the dugout.
Bottom of the inning. Stepping in, Kyle Stowers.
The center fielder.
Oh, how he'd love to walk it off right here.
Stowers.
Cole back to work. There's a strike.
In today's game, outs are valuable, so guys aren't just willing to give themselves up to advance a runner. They're trying to drive him in as well in the process. So I don't expect him to shorten up and just try to hit behind the runner here.
Next offering upstairs.
Boog, our man, Darryl Parker, DP, at home plate for this one. Pretty average size strike zone, but the book on him is that it sort of moves around. You can't always count on how he's going to call it from game to game.
Righty delivers. And another ball. Yeah, he's one of those umpires that I have to see make his call on a borderline pitch before I start making my call. Like you said, it's not always predictable, but it's pretty fair for the most part. Wouldn't chase that time. Otto Lopez waits on deck for Miami. Man at second. Ground ball to the right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Batting seventh, the second baseman,
Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. Known for his late inning heroics. Fought off foul. Popped in the air, left field. Verdugo gets under it. Squeezes it. Runner tags from third. The tag, and that's the ball game.
Sometimes games come down to this. You've got to press the issue. Try to get that run across and tie it up. But an excellent throw. Nice job of concentration putting the tag on the runner. Exciting finish to this game today.
The final 1-0 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees.
Baseball from the Lone Star State. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Kansas City Royals and the Texas Rangers. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And towing the slab, Jacob deGrom.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Michael Massey. The line to kick the pitch. Edge of the zone for a strike, and away we go this afternoon. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Just missed. One out, base is empty. Fastball for a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
And that one missing low. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. Right-hander kicks, deals. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Foul ball. Another 2-2 upcoming. The pitch. And it's filled up. Vinny Pasquantino to bat next. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. On the ground to third. Young fires to first on the run. That was a strong at-bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
And here it comes. Right through there for a strike. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
The wind of the pitch. And a foul ball. Two out, space is empty. That one almost got him. Got him looking. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. KC down in order. And now the Rangers will get their shot in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back in Arlington. And on the hill here today, Seth Lugo.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
There's a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Pitch in the dirt. 1-2 to count. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And here's Corey Seager to hit. Infielder shifted to the right. Shortstop just to the left of second. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. That one's upstairs, ball 1. And that's ball 1.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. He's got it. And there are 2 down. And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. Now with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Kicks and deals. That misses the zone, and a count 1-2. And he chases that one. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Rangers go down quickly there, scoreless after 1. Back at Globe Life Field, and now it's Salvador Perez to the plate.
Salvador Perez.
DeGrom back to work. That pitch clips the outside corner. It's 0-1. That one is upstairs.
Umpiring behind the plate for us today, Boog, is Mike Fillmore, and he is a good one. He'll reward pitches on the edges a little bit, but the main thing is he doesn't keep you guessing. Once he establishes that a pitch is a strike, it stays that way.
And a count 1-2. Yeah, Fillmore, kind of, I don't know, you'd say maybe an umpire's umpire, but really consistent, very fair. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And another ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Down the line, and it's foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Well, you talk about a pitch coming in on a frozen rope. The challenges of catching up to 100 miles an hour or above is just tremendous. You see it, at least you think you do, but by the time you swing, it's in the catcher's mitt.
Making a move at second base. On the run for the Royals, Garrett Hampson. Now at the plate, M.J. Melendez. Now a check swing, but he held up. With the go-ahead run standing at second here at the top of the second. DeGrom checks the runner. Hampson dives back in safely.
Good wheels out there on second, and he's getting a pretty big lead right now. Definitely looking to score on any hit to the outfield.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count even at 1. Bullpen action for the Rangers. Andrew Heaney, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Dunning warming up as well. Hampson, the runner at second with 1 away. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Good job to fight that one off. Man at second. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And there's 2 away.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And a swing and a miss there.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Going to count 1 and 2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
The 1-2. That one gets down for a hit. The run scores from second, and it's 1-0.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Here's Tommy Pham. Fastball right back to the mound. Tosses to first. And that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's the show. So coming into the game now on defense, Paul DeYoung. He takes over as the new first baseman. Well, 1-run game. Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. And he deals. And a strike in there.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Runner takes off for third. There's a ball. Throw, tag, out. What a throw by Salvador Perez.
That's just a poor decision right there, and I'm sure somebody's going to talk to him when he gets back into the dugout. You have to understand who's at the plate and who's coming up. These are guys that can drive the ball in the gap, hit the ball over the fence. You don't have to worry about being aggressive and trying to get yourself up, especially at third base in that situation. Just doesn't make any sense. Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Swings and misses. And the count is even 2-2. Swings at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
So it's their last chance in this one. So next to hit for Texas, Josh Smith. First offering, and it just misses. Trying to close out a one-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Fouled off. He was late. The wind and the pitch. The Rangers down to their final strike. One and two now. Battling here as he fouls it away. A one-run lead, bottom half of inning number 2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 1-2. That's smacked on a line to center. And that'll do it. The Royals get a shutout on the mound.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these pitchers did on the mound today.
And a 1-0 final score here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Kansas City Royals. 1 run on just 1 hit. No errors. They left 1 runner on base. For the Rangers, no runs on...
Welcome into Chase Field in downtown Phoenix. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Cleveland Guardians and the Arizona Diamondbacks. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set. Our starter in this one, Zach Gallen.
The spin rate on the curveball is incredible. Hitters know they're going to see a lot of them today. Stay back, be patient, and hit the ball the other way.
And now here is Stephen Kwai.
The left fielder, Stephen Kwai.
And the pitch. And ball 1. On the ground, right side. Marte. In plenty of time to first. One up, one down. Here's the Guardians lineup now. Singy, we're looking at a really young lineup here, so not much experience, but it also means they're going to bring a lot of energy to the table most days.
Well, we're in a golden age of young players. I mean, these players, they're getting up to the majors. They're dominating from a young age, bringing home plenty of hardware early in their careers. I mean, before they even get to free agency. So, you know, when you consider all of that, I love seeing the kind of energy that a team like this brings to the yard every day in and day out.
One out, base is empty. And that one fouled off. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Up with it, fires to first. And there's two gone following the strikeout.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. Ball one, no strikes. Gallen, 28 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2016. Two down, nobody on. On the ground, right side,
foul ball.
and foul ball. The 1-1. Ripped on the ground to second. Gets it to first. And that is that. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. And now the Diamondbacks will get their first turn at bat. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Chase Field, getting the nod in this one, Shane Bieber. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, this guy featuring that straight four-seam fastball, but off of it throws the cutter, and really he's most effective when he's using that cutter off the four-seam fastball just to miss the barrel of the bat. Not always going to see the swings and misses, but if you can somehow get weaker contact, you have a chance to collect some outs. Now, it's going to look the same until the very last second, so hitters are going to have to make a decision and hope that sometimes they're able to guess right.
We go to the bottom of the first. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. This one chopped in the ground, but foul. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. And fouled off. That to right. They get the out on Marte, and there's one down. And let's take a look at the lineup. And the key to victory for them here, get their starter some run support early.
Boog, if they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant he can be once he gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away. Jump out to a lead early, and a few runs is going to feel like 30.
Corbin Carroll, the next to hit, takes ball one.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not giving him something to hit is a good move.
Next offering down low and in the dirt.
2 balls, no strikes.
Just missed.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Jock Peterson in the on-deck circle. Fastball for a strike. On its way to the corner. And no one could get to it. It's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And there's 2 away.
Man, if that drops right there, they would have gotten the potential winning run on base, maybe even in the scoring position. but that's just one of those hang with thems.
And Jack Peterson stands in. That one catches the corner.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Popped up to the left, into foul ground, drifts towards it, hauls it in to end the inning. End of one, and we're still scoreless. Back here in the desert, here's Josh Naylor. Man at second, nobody out. Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
The pitch. Fought off foul. Yeah, I think part of that goes into it's just so hard to come up with hits. In today's game, starters don't go deep, and so hitters are seeing multiple pitchers every night, and that makes it more challenging just to come up with a single. Man at second. Tap dances out of the way of that one. Righty to the plate. That misses the zone. And the count is filled up. Lane Thomas waiting for a turn at the plate. Three-two on the way. And ball four to a board.
Great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow, Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Here's Lane Thomas. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. Fouled off down the right side. With the go-ahead run standing at second here at the top of the second. That's down and in. Action in the pen down there. Jordan Montgomery up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. Jamison, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. The pitch. And a count 1-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of it.
And a swing and a miss down on strikes, and that is a big first out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
2 on, 1 out. And now, Andres Jimenez. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. And downstairs, James Kingsley, our plate umpire. Consistent, as you mentioned, and maybe a little generous on the edges. The 1-1. On the ground to first, could be 2. Walker over to second, back to first, double play. Nice job getting over, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Down to the bottom of the second. No score. Now into the ball game on defense, David Fry. He takes over as the new first baseman. And now it's Christian Walker.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
Bieber back to work. That one misses, and that's ball one. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next pitch in for a strike. 1 and 2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2. And the right-hander deals. Up the middle. And quickly one away in the second.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Lourdes.
And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Oh, how he'd love to walk it off right here.
That's in there. 0-1. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Number 36 getting loose out there. Herron, the lefty, warming up as well. Winning run at second with 1 away. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Drops into the glove. 2 down.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, Jake.
And here is Jake McCarthy. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Splits the plate. Strike 1. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of
Lined, and that's a base hit. Coming home. The relay to the plate. Throw is wide. He's off the bag, and the winning run scores.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see something special that day, whether you're a player or a fan. A walk-off win, nobody forgets that. A memorable moment that'll be logged in the backs of the minds of everybody that witnessed this here today.
1-0 the final. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon: for the victorious Diamondbacks, 1 run on just 1 hit, no errors, and they left no runners on base.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. The Atlanta Braves and the Chicago Cubs. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to go. And pitching in this game, Shota Imanaga. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, this guy's got sort of a tweener, not quite a slider velocity and not as slow as a curve. It's in between, and he adds and subtracts velocity on it, which makes it harder for the hitters to really get that front foot down and have the timing they need to be successful.
And now the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. The pitch. Ripped on a line to center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One up, one down. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. A tough challenge in this one. An excellent arm on the mound. Singy, they're going to have to capitalize on their opportunities.
Yeah, and they're not going to get a whole lot if he pitches the way that he's capable of pitching. So, be ready to swing from the first pitch. You get something straight, man, you better turn on it.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. A switch hitter batting right. And the first pitch misses for ball one. To the left side, but it is well fouled. One down, base is empty. Breaking ball inside. 2-1.
One strike.
Center field. Bellinger drifts towards it. And there's two down. Here's Austin Riley.
The third baseman, Austin Riley.
And there's the strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Next offering misses down and away. Wouldn't chase that time.
2-2.
Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And the Braves go down quietly. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Wrigley Field, our starting pitcher in this one, Spencer Strider.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Nico Horner. Hit in the air, right field. Acuna has it sized up. Brings it in. And a quick out, number 1. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
Right through there for a strike. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Batting third, the right fielder.
Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. There's a strike. 2 out, space is empty. And a curve finds the outside corner for strike 2. Oh, 2 now. And a swing and a miss. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. Scoreless after 1. New inning getting started. And here's the first baseman, Matt Olson. And a pitch. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Laser base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score and they take the lead. 1-0. Well, they didn't waste any time as they knock home the runner from second to get on the board.
Huge for team confidence and how you approach the situation. Still have a guy on base, and now they'll try to add on.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Runner takes off. That one fouled off. Up and in. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Keegan Thompson up and throwing. Pearson getting loose as well. Here comes a pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. And a pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Nobody out, runner at first. And a swing and a miss. 1 out in the second.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Shota measures 5 feet 10 inches, 30 years old now, and he was born in Japan. And now the lefty
1-2
in the dirt to second, and he's out.
You know, Boog, this is the part of the game that oftentimes is overlooked. This is the grunt work. Great job of the catcher using his body to deaden that pitch, keeps it close, and then throws a strike down to second. Hats off.
Two outs. Got him looking. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Here at Wrigley Field, we head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Ian Happ. Here the right-hander back to work. And that is in for a strike. 0-1.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on. The 0-2.
He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting fifth, the third baseman,
Isaac Paredes now. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
First pitch misses. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Raisel Iglesias, the closer, is getting loose. And now 2-0. Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Boog. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually he's back there doing a solid job.
Ball 3.
And another ball. Mike Tauchman up next. And he walked him.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. And on the run for the Cubs, Pete Crow Armstrong. First and second, 1 out. Now here is Mike Tauchman. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Next pitch is outside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Big spot. Tying and winning runs aboard with 1 down. And the home team trying to pull it out. Two-1 now. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 2 on, 1 out. Got him swinging for the K. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. Down to their final out, but an opportunity to deliver the tying and maybe even a winning run. And there's a base hit to left. Runner around third on his way to the plate.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
So first and second with 2 outs. Digging in, Dansby Swanson. Strike 1. Two on, 2 outs. The shortstop takes the ball. Hard liner. Brings it in for the 3rd out. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We played 2 full, all tied 1-1. Now into the game, Nick Madrigal. He's the new 3rd baseman.
Madrigal.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Sean Murphy. The pitch. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. And now the 0-1. Got a good eye there. Next offering is down low. At the belt and fires. Out in front and foul to the left side. And it's second. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. The pitch stays alive. Kicks and fires. Check swing, appeal to first. No swing, just held it back there. On the ground to the left. Magical. Jump throw. So they get the out after a long battle at the plate.
Batting it. The shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Looks like we've got a substitution at second. On the pinch run, Whit Merrifield. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Here's Orlando Arcia. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
Pickoff move to second. Merrifield dives back in.
Yeah, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure that he can clearly focus on that pitcher and that release ball.
Fastball in for a strike, and the count 1-1. Good eye in that spot.
2-1.
And he deals. And that one fouled off. The pitch. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Payoff pitch. And there's ball 4.
A great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow, Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Michael Harris next up for the Braves. In the air out towards right center. Suzuki has a beat on it. Makes the grab.
The right fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Here's Acuna now. He's 0 for 1. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone?
1-0.
2 outs.
Yeah, he's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
The pitch. That one misses, and that's ball 3. And the pitch. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. With the go-ahead run standing at second, we're here in the top half of inning number 3. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. And that'll load the bases.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
So 2 down. Now a chance for Ozzie Albies. That's a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Kicks and deals. Base hit. 1 run is in. The second run scores, and it's 3-1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Austin Riley next up for the Braves. Struck out looking in his first at bat. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
Two on, 2 outs. That one ripped. Bellinger going back. And gone into the home run basket. It just got out of here. And they boost their lead. It's 6-1.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. Shota Imanaga departs, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. New pitcher on now, Keegan Thompson.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
2 outs, nobody on. Here is Matt Olson. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. And a foul ball. The 0-1. That one missing inside. Strike on the inside corner. Got it by him for the K. They score 5 times on 2 hits, including the homer. No errors and no one left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. Braves 6 and the Cubs 1. As we go to the last of the 3rd, and now it's Miguel Amaya. The pitch. And first offering is fouled off. And there's a ball. And here it comes. And another ball. The 2-2. Line drive, base hit. Coming home. Now a long throw home. And he's out.
The batter, number 2, second baseman.
Here's Nico Horner. Fly to right his first time. Just missed. Soft contact in the air, and that's a fair ball. Lead runner makes the turn at second, and they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. Pretty good pitch. Tried to front door the breaking ball. Didn't put a great swing on it either, but he found just enough of the bat to get himself a knock.
One away, runners at first and third. Bellinger up to hit. 0 for 1 so far. That's in there. It's 0-1. And a pitch. That one finds the zone. 0-2.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. He can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
2 on, 1 out. This to center field. Harris has a beat on it. And he makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. Cut off. Now a throw home. Not in time. He's safe. And a run comes in to score.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Spencer Strider out of the game, and not his finest start. Never really looked comfortable out there. We'll have a new pitcher on the mound when we get back. Joe Jimenez gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
One out left for the Cubs. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And that one is in for a strike. They're down to their final strike.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
The Cubs down to their final strike. And now 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. Ball game.
Kind of a strange win, only 3 hits, so they definitely weren't firing on all cylinders there. Great pitching, really kept them in it and gave them a chance.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon. For the
And welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the San Francisco Giants. Joined by my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Singy, this might be my favorite ballpark in the game.
Just looking out over the bay, seeing the boats in the water. Beautiful ballpark, a great atmosphere. Don't get it twisted. San Francisco Giants fans, bring it.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go now. And on the mound in this one, Logan Webb.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And here's the rookie center fielder, Parker Meadows. The wind of the pitch. That's a little bit low.
1 ball, no strike.
Left hitter waits. Right through there for a strike.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Righty to the plate. That one is absolutely belted way back there. That's down. One hops off the wall. Round second, digging for third. And he's got a triple. Go ahead run on third and nobody out.
He was all over that one. Just a beautiful triple from start to finish. Got a pitch he could drive, turned on it, and hammered it out front into the gap. Right out of the box. I love how he was hustling, and I think he knew he was going for 3 as soon as it touched down. Had a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
Next is the designated hitter, Kerry Carpenter. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
0-1.
Runner at third, nobody out. And we're just getting started here in the top of the first. Next pitch is downstairs. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Tristan Beck, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Jelly also throwing. Left-hand batter waits. That one ripped, but foul. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. In to score from third. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
No outs. Runner at first. Here's Riley Green. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Runner at first with no outs here. Ripped to third and caught. And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. Wenzel Perez digs in now.
No.
First pitch just misses.
1-0.
Carpenter stands at first with one out. Got him. And now 2 gone. Now the third baseman, Matt Vierling. And first offering is fouled off. Sinker catches the zone at the knees. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's an early 1-0 lead. Back after this on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the mound now, Tarek Skubal.
Try to stay back from that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
And digging in for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Well, as a hitter, you don't want to be part of a team that was no hit. I mean, that's embarrassing, man. So this guy right here, he's looking to do anything he can in this leadoff at bat to make it tough.
Kwai to kick the pitch. And now the count is even. This one in the air center field. Meadows under it. Squeezes it. And there's one down. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. They're already down a run, so I'm sure they'd like to punch back and even things up early.
Yeah, it's never a good feeling, especially at your home ballpark, to go down in the first inning. So the best way is just to come out aggressive, try to tie the ball game up, but not just tie it up, take the lead. I tell you what, momentum can really swing, and you can put your pitcher back in a position where he feels his most confident.
The lefty fires. Little chopper rolls foul. One down, base is empty. And that's off the inside edge. Now 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And they're down to their last out.
Well, I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
One out left for the Giants. Here's Elliot Ramos. There's a strike. Trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Pitch is in there. And the count is 0-2.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
The Giants down to their final strike. Strike 3. Got him swinging. And that is the ball game.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these pitchers did on the mound today.
The final 1-0 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Here now is our
from Angel Stadium in Anaheim. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Los Angeles Angels. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. Today's starting pitcher, Tyler Anderson.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Tommy Edman, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Man, first pitch of the day, and the zone's already tight.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Here comes a pitch. That one misses, and a count 2-1. And the pitch. That misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Mookie Betts hitting on deck circle. In the air, right field. Adele going after it. He's got it. And there's 1 down. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singing.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
One down, base is empty. That's in there, and the count 1-1. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Mookie retired, 2 down, 2 away. Freddie Freeman up to the dish, known for his late inning heroics. Ripped on a line. Bounces over the wall in foul ground. It's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Well, there's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first. Thanks to the 3-hole hitter extending the inning. Good at bat with 2 outs.
Runner at second, 2 down. Ripped, but it curls foul. Missed with a changeup. Now 1-2. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Roansy Contreras preparing to come on if needed. Strickland getting cranked up as well. The pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Got him swinging.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back in Anaheim, and our starting pitcher here today, Shohei Ohtani.
When he's on, Boog, he's really fun to watch. He takes the pressure off entire lineups, and typically he doesn't need a ton of runs and support. No one should be surprised if he settles in and takes full control of this game. That's what he's looking to do for sure.
Bottom of the first, leading off, Taylor Ward. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say.
No, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in the game that you're going to see them one after another. So you would imagine with that many looks, Boog, that the adjustment's got to be coming soon.
Out to short, Edman. One gone, bottom half of the first. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. Big challenge for them today as they take on a pitcher who brings electric stuff and really racks up the strikeouts.
Yeah, and it's all about making good contact against a pitcher like this. You're not going to get very many pitches to hit in an at-bat, maybe even in a game. So you got to be ready, zoned in the spot where you think you've got the best chance and jump all over it. Might be the first pitch in the at-bat, so you better walk up there ready from the jump. If they can make early, consistent contact, I think they'll have a much better shot against it.
And it's caught for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Nolan Schanuel in the box with two gone and takes a look at a called strike. Oh, 0-2 now as he swings through it.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Angels go down 1-2-3. We played an inning. No score. Back here at Angel Stadium, second inning set to go. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. Anderson back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
No ball, one strike.
And fouled off.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
And he deals. Got it! And that's the first out. The batter now will be Will Smith. Fought off foul. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Here at the top of the second. And it skips in the dirt. Joe McDonald, our umpire behind the dish.
Yeah, Boog, Joey Mack. Sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where a pitch was here or there, but most of the time he keeps it reasonable.
Next offering is downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Got a good eye there.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Andy Pajes waiting to bat for the Dodgers. Runner at second here, one gone. In the air to left center. And that'll fall for a base hit. The throw home. Not in time. He beat it, and they've got the lead.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
One down. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Just missed. Man at first, one away. And a foul ball. Anderson ready to work. Grounder might be two. Rengifo fired to second. What a double play that was. Inning over. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. And the home team down a run. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now it's the Angels cleanup batter, Anthony Rendon. And a pitch. And a swing and a miss.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. He talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Swing and a foul over the screen and back out of play. Man at second. Battling here as he fouls it away. Outside. Ball one. That one missed. Two on the way. And misses inside. Joe Adell up next for the Angels. Line drive, that's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Here's Joe Adell. That one way outside, and it's 1-0. Righty delivers, and that one fouled off. With the winning run on at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Fouls it off, still 1-2. At the belt and fires. And a swing and a miss. One gone here.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Here's the Angels catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. There's the strike. Rendon leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Next
1-2.
offering is outside. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. The 1-2. On the ground to second, might be 2. Over to Edman. On to Freddie. Double play.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam and they end the inning.
half of the third inning. Here's Kike
The center
Hernandez.
fielder, number 8, Kike Hernandez.
The pitch. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Clips the outside corner, and the count even 1-1. The pitch.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Here's a 1-2. Hats and misses. It's a strikeout. And now it's Gavin Lux. Outfield playing pretty shallow. Right through there for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Man at second. And fouled off. Oh, 2 now. And ball 1.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Next offering is down low.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
You know, varying speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location, but the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Tommy Edman. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Two down, go ahead run in scoring position. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Next offering is in for a strike. Ball 1 there. Man on second, 2 down. And that one's a little bit low. 2-2.
It's a good take.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Bottom of the inning, Brandon Drury to the plate. Man at second, nobody out. Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
Close, but called a ball. And 1-1. Yeah, I think part of that goes into it's just so hard to come up with hits. In today's game, starters don't go deep, and so hitters are seeing multiple pitchers every night, and that makes it more challenging just to come up with a single.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2 now. Now this is in the air down the line, and that's a foul ball. And the righty deals. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
Batting 8. The second
Next to hit, Luis Rengifo. Wouldn't chase that time. The winning run on second base. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
Checks his swing. Now would appeal to third. And he won around. Just enough that time. Next pitch is in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And another ball. Zach Neto on deck for the Angels. With the winning run standing at second here in the last half of the third. Three-two now. Lifted in the air down the left side. Hernandez ranging after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Zach Neto.
Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels.
Oh, how he'd love to walk it off right here.
Not
1-0.
even close there. And that is ball 1. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
And there's the automatic. Ohapi at second with 2 down. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's a full count.
Full count.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And that is the third out of the inning. Angels leave 1. Score remains deadlocked at 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts.
The pitch. That's a strike. And it's 0-1.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
There's the strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Turns and fires to Betts.
Ball 1.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
1-2 here. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Man at second. Now here's a flare off the bat, and that's a fair ball. Around third. Oh, the throw is wild.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Doubled in his first AB. In there for strike 1.
No
You know,
ball.
these
1
Dodgers
strike.
doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
It's still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
And here it comes. Foul ball, still 0-2. The pitch. On the ground, 2 ball. 1 at second. And that's 2.
Really nice job up the middle just to take it himself. You know what? Take all the guesswork out of him. He let his momentum carry him into a really strong throw to first for that double play.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. His first at bat was a strikeout. A little bit high. And that's ball 1.
No, that's
Just
outside.
missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at bat strikeout.
Hey,
And a
right.
big swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And it's fouled away. That just misses. 3 and 2 now.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
2 down, nobody on. Bounce to third. Rendon. That ends the frame. Mookie Betts with the big strike in the inning. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Bottom of the 4th.
And
Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Taylor
The
Ward.
left fielder, Taylor Ward.
Here comes a pitch.
Ball.
And that one missing low.
Well, in this
1 ball,
situation with the
no
runner on
strike.
second, you've got to get him up to third. Think back up the middle or to right field.
That
Ball,
misses. Ball 2. He was late there. Strike 1.
Well, you got to
2-1.
find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in
Ball,
hot,
that's
but
2-0.
right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
The 3-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Payoff pitch. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Drops into the glove, and there's one down.
Now batting, the center fielder.
And now batting, Mike Trout. Fly to left his first time.
Well, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Pitch is
1-0.
in the dirt. 1-0. With the tying run at second, we're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering is in for a strike. Ground ball up the middle. Throws to first in time. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So they're down to their final out. And next for the Angels, Nolan Shanuel. That's in for a strike at 95. 0-1. They're down to their final strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
This could end it. And that one got a piece of him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Anthony Rendon will hit next. Trying to deliver as the hero. That one in there across the letters.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-2. Right-hander kick steals.
1-2.
That one in the dirt. 1-2 to count. And that's in the dirt. Righty to the plate. And that one is in the dirt. And the count's full. Joe Adell in the on-deck circle. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. They'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers strand the go-ahead run to hold on for the win.
Kind of a strange win, only 3 hits, so they definitely weren't firing on all cylinders there. Great pitching, really kept them in it and gave them a chance.
And your final score here today, 2-1. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. For the victorious Dodgers, 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. They left 3 runners on base. For the Angels, 1 run on just 1 hit, no errors. They left 4 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 37 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.